Okie dokie. So I found out I can actually unlock the last car in the game now. So I've decided I'm going to get on. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm choosing Audio 5 for this one. Not for any major reason. I've just put a little bit of thought into it, not a lot. And I feel like it's a very good multi-purpose car. We will find out. The goal isn't so much for records. It's to just finish it. Which, you know, it's going to be difficult, but we'll see how we go. Alright, sound realm. Oh. So, that was some user error. Alright, just wanting to finish the race. Don't want to hit any of those. Like, it's fast, so I do like that this thing has a fair bit of speed to it. It's a very quick little car. Its brakes are nice. Its handling is a bit too much for my liking, but you know, hopefully by the time I do all this, I'll have a better understanding of how the car works. Then again, I could just be stuck here all day doing this. I just realised what I should be doing. We're gonna retry. Alright, Metalloid. Okay, we're going to be doing the Ultimate Race. I will be using Metalloid for it. This is purely because of the magnets. I just think that Metalloid is one of the better options for this sort of thing because of the magnets. It just means that it's a little harder to fall off. Only a little bit, but it saves me a lot of dramas with trying to stay on tracks. I don't have to waste nitrox on the Acceleracers. I wonder if there's a way to make this permanently on, just because like it's very useful. Accelerator adds a lot of time, so I will be doing a no-cut run here just because I may as well get the record while I'm at it, if possible. Hopefully I don't do what I did last time I tried a no-cut no-cut Ultimate Race and accidentally cut. That would be a bit of a bummer. Like, I'm not going for an insane time, I'm just going to set a time. Alright, where are we starting? The pipeline realm. This one's not too bad. Oh, that's right, the nitrox is very limited. Oh, interesting that we're starting here. I have no beef with it, it's just interesting. So pipeline is one of the better tracks for this, so it's good to get it out of the way nice and early. Really just sort of sets parameters. Ha! Right, it looks like I'm just falling into oblivion. Am I actually going down? Alright, I'm going to return to main menu. We're going to try this again. That was extremely unfortunate that I managed to phase through the ground on what would have otherwise been a nice run. Which, you know, now I kind of want Pipeline out of the way early again, just because that was out of my control. I didn't really do anything wrong, but it fell through the track. I suppose next time I fall through the track, I will just reset. I won't try and land on the track. Because you can land on the pipe and drive to the end. I don't know for sure if that will allow you to not fall. That big ass lip on the left. Not a fan. Ultimate Race NoCut Speedrun is what I'm attempting here. Oh no. That was very fortunate. I nearly come off. Oh, onto Pipeline again? This is good. That was not. That's alright. There's no actual speedrun record, so whatever I get, it is the record. No matter how poor it is, I can beat it later. We're going to be a lot smarter about it here because you can actually see where the big hole is. Mostly because there's the... Well, first of all, there's a big hole. But mostly because you can see the blades coming out of the ground, I think. As long as you're not going too fast, which I shouldn't be because it depends on where the trigger is. Oh, okay. We're falling. That's fine. I'm not going to use any boost or anything because I do just need to reach the track. I don't need to gain speed to do that. So yeah, I did a bit of a reverse nitrox there. Oh no. That's not how I wanted that to go. That's how I wanted it to go. I forgot I had that. Beautiful. Would have been good to know. Alright, now it should just be pipe here. Oh, there is open sections, so I do need to be careful still. Once the tracks merge, it gets easier, but for now there is open sections. I don't want to take any chances. So here I'm going pretty vertical, but it's not too bad. Here is where the two tracks meet up. There's a bit of a bump to it, so some sparing boost is fine. Alright, that's the full merger, so here I can just go. As long as I don't come off at the end. Best thing with Pipeline is just try and keep the widest of the longest part of the track to your wheels, and at that point you're realistically not turning all that much. Here you want to kind of come out straight. I feel like it flicks you a little. It doesn't. That's smooth as shit. The wind turbines aren't on, so you're not getting blown around, which is nice. It's not that big a deal, but it looks nice. Alright, next round, where are we going? Swamp. This one's a little bit harder. This is one I don't have a lot of experience with. But we'll see how we go. Again, like, I'm not trying to go for any mind-blowing records here. I'm just trying to finish. So that's what I'm doing. Wow, this is not something I'm familiar with. I don't think I've ever been down this part of the track. It's quite beautiful. I like it. Looks nice. Alright. I wonder if they've actually set this up so that there's more traction in the middle, and that you go faster in the middle. I don't know if they did do that though. It'd be nice if they did. It's an eventual plan. I don't know how quickly they've implemented it or plan to implement it. Alright, that's Swamp Realm done. I'm not doing too bad here. Huh. Alright, Water Realm. We've spawned partway in on someone's track. It's not the vert track by the looks of it. Absolutely not. This spiral bit's not on the vert track. Either that or it's the spiral bit just before the split. I don't think it would be though. No. Looks like we're already getting out of the water. So instead of the track that I always go on, we're getting a different track. Cool. Not a fan of that. But it's mostly fine. I don't even know what this song is. It's not bad. I wonder if that track's been extended there. That seems like it's gone a bit longer than it usually is. But at the same time, I think I've only driven that one once or twice anyway. Oh, the glass track is still there. Interesting. Ignore that. I didn't say that. Alright, now we're just getting to Vert's track. Alright, this is where the original track ended. So that's where we are right now, is at the original ending track. Still, we're only at 8 minutes, and we're in our third realm, towards the later half of the third realm. So I'm not having any major issues here. I am quite enjoying this. This run is going quite well, considering on top of that, just under 9 minutes, we've also done the drone, the full Acceleracers. So this is technically a no-cut run, which, providing I don't accidentally cut on Storm like I usually do, I will be submitting it as a no-cut run. I'm actually not looking forward to Storm. I think Storm's going to be the biggest burden of all of it. I can't think of any track that will be more of a burden than Storm. I feel like I will lose time in Metro because it's most likely going to spawn me somewhere that I'm not familiar with. So that'll be a bother, I guess. Oh, I barely made that. That's a problem. Something to definitely be aware of for the future. Alright, Fog Realm. I haven't driven this since like when it came out essentially, and when I spent ages learning the track inside and out. So it's a bit interesting to try and think of what I'm doing. To try and remember where I'm going. But hopefully I can figure it out. It won't be too bad. We'll see how we go, I guess. It feels like the rock dimensions have changed. They seem a bit bigger than they were from memory, but again, I don't know. I don't think Cat's done too much with this one other than adding the trees. This is definitely a different spawn, because the previous spawn was right before the downward section, which I think is just coming up now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the previous spawn was just before those two rocks, or just before some section before a left corner, and then down. Yeah, it was just before those two rocks. Because here's the downward, there should be a rock to my left. And then another one a bit to the right part way down, I think. Should be one on the left for the loop. Right, then left. Now here's the slow section of the track. I don't remember the rock order here, and it is very much memory based. Next one should be right, and then left. Like, not being able to see sucks. There should be another rock right, and then it should be straight ahead here. Oh, sound realm. Okay. And this is why I picked Metalloid, is because some parts of this track get exceptionally thin. And being able to just magnet to those is ideal. Now things will come out of the ground up here, starting on the right and then left. They're normally a bit wider than that. They seem to have spawned a bit low. That's bizarre. I'm not going to argue with it though. That's very nice. Hopefully I'm straight enough, and if not, hopefully the magnets will keep me good. Haha, magnets! And that's it, that's the sole reason I chose them. Whoa! I don't know what that was about, but something did definitely just throw me a bit there. That's intimidating as hell. Alright, vertical, going down. Only shoes you come off of it a little bit blind. Alright, now someone said you gotta wait for these. I feel like that's a load. I'm not waiting. I don't remember this. Is this new? Oh, that doesn't count as a cut. I'm sure of it. Alright, welcome to the green space cosmic realm. Green cosmic realm. Better than the dark cosmic realm. We had that other time, I guess. It's a jump straight up. No, it's just a downhill. It leads to the famous jump 7, I think it is. If you go too far right on this jump, too far left on this jump, you come down a bit crooked and your car will spin. The more to the right you are, the smoother this jump is. Honestly, I'm just not using the nitrox purely because I don't want to. There's no need for it in this sort of situation. I'm not going for a world record. Like, I am, but there's nothing to beat. I'm not beating a time. Just for safety. That's the thing, those magnets aren't like a get out of jail free card. They are just for emergencies, and will only protect you in certain situations. And I've got to be careful up here. If you have too much speed, you'll get air before the jump, and then you'll not have a good enough angle for the jump. For that one, I slowed down a bit too much and wouldn't have had enough speed without that nitrox boost. Which, you know, user error, it happens. As long as I was ready to respond and put that nitrox in. I think this is the 5th run. It's water than sound, cosmic. I was very lucky to not come off on sound, especially at that end bit. I don't think that should count as a cut, just because I didn't actually cut anything. Technically stayed on the track, just almost fell off. Oh, and fog. So this is the... Ooh. So I nearly lifted off the track there. That would have been quite the burden coming up to a corner. That's alright. I never know what speed to take for this corner, so I always slow it right down. It's probably one of the fastest times I've ever taken it. So for like the first two times I took it so fast, and then I fell off once and just became afraid of the corner. Alright. Ice is... Oh, that's right, we have new tyres for this. Spike. I forgot about the new tyres. I feel like this is the only time they matter, is this track. Alright, so I have done a reset, but that's alright. A reset is better than a shortcut, which it would have turned into. I tell you what though, even with the spike tyres, this is not easier to drive. Like, it's easier than it was, but it's not as easy as any other track. It's very difficult to just simply stay on. Oh. It's too slidey. Not a fan. This is legit. This one is such a problem in the Ultimate Race, because you have to choose your car knowing that this track is coming. So you need a car that can do this track, which is quite a burden. No. He's quick on his fucking feet, isn't he? I don't know why I just flew then. I didn't think I had that much speed, but then I hit the top of that mountain and just took off. Not bringing water in for this run was a bit of a mistake. I like that that moves. And like some of these grow as you approach. It's weird. I mean, I guess it kind of simulates that it's snowing. Kind of. Not really well. But hey, it gives me something to look at. It's a distraction, really. It really is a distraction. Which, you know, Storm Realm's all about not being distracted. Alright, again, I just completely locked up then, was just sliding on ice, almost went off the edge, but this is why we have the nitrox for emergencies. I've gotten quite acquitted to shifting to reverse to quickly, even though I'm driving auto, I do drive an auto every opportunity I get, but you can still manually shift, which is a dream, because you can just manually shift into reverse and then nitrox backwards. Obviously, if you screw up the timing and you're still in like first or neutral, you're nitrox forwards, and that usually makes whatever problem you're trying to nitrox out of worse. But hey, if it works, it works. Alright, Cybergrid. I think we need to go back to Slicks. I had hydro tires for the Water Realm that I could have been using. But like, it's not the end of the world. This looks quite nice, all prettied up. Like, this is much brighter because it is Ultimate Race, which messes with the lighting of a lot of the tracks. Having it brighter is definitely making it a lot easier to see the corners. Remember, I used to like have my settings adjusted just for this track. I think I put the gamma way up or something, and it made the corners really visible and easy to see. Alright, Desert Realm is one I can definitely do. I have a lot of experience with this one. As long as we take the right track. I think I've only completed the left track once, and I've only attempted it like 3 or 4 times. The community has actually asked a couple of times, you know, what's faster, left track or right track? And honestly, there's no way to know. The left track could be faster for all we know, but no one knows it. No one is brave enough to attempt it, because you have to go so far into your run just to get to the Desert Realm, and if you make a mistake, you're ruining, like, not just to get to the Desert Realm, but to get to the split section of the track. Better to go with the devil you know, sort of thing. Very tight section there because this quicksand is not very far away from the wall. Remember, the quicksand isn't always where the line is, because there is a line. You can see a bit of like hangover track and stuff. It's a bit squiggly. That's not exactly where the quicksand is. It is just before that. So even though you can see it discoloured off to the left there, the discoloured section isn't where the quicksand starts. Quicksand starts before that. I'm not 100% sure on the exact distance. I don't know why, I'm just paranoid. I've just got some paranoid thought going through my head that the track is adjusted slightly, so somewhere where there wouldn't normally be quicksand there's going to be, but as I said, like, it's just me being paranoid. I don't think it's actually a thing, but if it does happen, I've called it, sort of thing. This is the section I hate the most because you are blind for a few seconds here. I wonder if you can magnetize to this quicksand. That seems a bit weird. It is a bit weird, but I'm not going to argue with results. This thing has a lot of kick to it when you hit it, so hitting it at anything over 300 is really bad. It's best to stay safe and just go as slow as you can. Metro Realm. Alright, so this is one where I'm going to lose time that I otherwise wouldn't, just because I don't know the track too well. Like, I'm pretty sure I can do Metro Realm faster than I can do this half portion of Metro Realm, just because of where I start. Alright, we're coming in, and it should be... Oops. Should be this way then. And then we're going to go right up here. Oh no. See what I mean? Like, I got lost. Simple as that. And it's the second straight. So as much as I got lost, I knew that section there. Just a matter of getting to it. Boom, the next one. What do we got? Cliffside? Cliffside, and it's night time because it goes based on how long. It goes based on the clock and how long you've been playing. So the sun hasn't set in this realm, but it does start set because of how long I've been in this realm. Or in the game. Oh, there's still Skyrealm. Oh, I'm glad I have this car. I completely forgot Skyrealm exists. It's like a repressed memory. I think it should be legal. Like, it should be in the rules that you can cut Cliffside Realm for Ultimate Race, just because you're not using Acceleracers. You don't need Acceleracers. You know, once Acceleracers get added to the game, if that ever happens, then yeah, absolutely, make it so that's your choice. You can use Acceleracers, or you can cut Cliffside. But, you know, obviously, you know, we're not using Acceleracers in the game. I don't know if we ever will. Ideally, I probably would prefer that over tires. If there was just like an assortment of Acceleracers to choose from, you could choose from 4 charges or whatever before racing, depending on realms you've beaten. But the tires thing is cool in concept. It's just a matter of there's only one track that cares, and that's the ice realm. The water realm, technically, I guess the hydro wheels can have an effect, but it's not a big effect. It's not big enough. Like, it's not something that the game needed, like the ice realm. Off-road, I'm assuming, only works on swamp or desert, and it's like I didn't even consider using it because I have no issues with those tracks. Those tracks aren't a burden or anything. Far more interested in the magnet power up, which is great. It's a beautiful power up. Right, so at this point I haven't beaten my previous time, but that's because my previous time was a different version of the game. And I'm not 100% sure on how to delete it, so we're just going to have to pay close attention to what that final time is. I'll get that written down as soon as possible, once I finish up. Ooh. What if a reverse shortcut roads you run and you accidentally cut backwards? No idea. Oh, lightning. Storm realm, sorry. This is a good realm. I quite enjoy it, and we're in the more enjoyable section of the track. It is one of the harder ones, so it's good that we're here, and we've skipped the more difficult parts of the track. Now, this is one of the main things I had to consider coming into this, because I have skipped that before. I've come off that jump too hard and landed all the way over on the other side. Landing about here-ish, which is obviously not ideal. Alright, now we have the Thunderdome. This is one of the more intense parts. Hopefully with the magnets I can make it without any dramas. It's the dismount that hurts. Alright, that's one. It just goes a bit left on the dismount, but there we go, we've done it. Now, I think here is the best option for not getting hit by lightning. I think. Going slower than the lightning also helps by the looks of it. Should be another sort of center one. Alright, here's the tricky part. The Sky Realm. This is going to be what makes this a decent or terrible run. Like, it's not a great run, but it's going to be decent at this rate. It's going to be a notable run. Alright, now my thumb's going to get sore holding down this button. I think I just need to drive slower, although those sections with the wind require more speed, but whatever. As long as I'm magnetized to the track, the upside down section won't be an issue, and I think the upside down section is the hardest part of the track, obviously. But going too fast is obviously going to cause me burdens too. Going too slow isn't going to help me whatsoever. But this sort of thing is exactly why I must have remembered Skyrealm exists, because I picked this car purely to not fall off. Oh no, it was to not fall off the Thunderdome. But, you know, Skyrealm is just as bad for falling off. What the hell was that I just... What? Oh! It's a leftover from the Sound Realm that hasn't despawned. Interesting. That's what it appears to be. Yeah. Sound Realm leftover. It's an interesting thing to find. Alright, we're done. I didn't see the timer, but apparently that's the end of the Ultimate Race, and I've done everything there. And I should have a new RD09, which I do not have. It's a big sad. I will go back through the video footage and see what the official finish time was, because it wasn't at 28:04. It was 30 something. I should have been paying more attention. Honestly thought I had more rounds to go. Let's just double check that I did everything. Cybergrid, Sky, Sound, Fog, Desert, Storm, Swamp, Water, Metro, Cliffside, Ice, Nail Pipeline, Cosmic. Ah, it's done. Unfortunately did not unlock a car like I thought I would. I was told RD09 was in rotation. It does not appear that it is. But that's fine. We'll save that. I wonder if this gets rid of the Ultimate. Either way, no, it does not. Options. I feel like there is a way to get rid of it. Not delete save. No idea. I could have sworn there used to be a button that just said delete Ultimate Race somewhere. Oh, there's nothing. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. We will check that record time and I will put that in the description. And hopefully someone can review it, make sure it's all legit, and we'll be all good. Because that should be a record just purely based on the fact that no one's done it yet for this update, which is 2.0.